Welcome back to our final segment of this special show on the ILFL. We talked about the awards ceremony. We've spent an hour on that. We talked about upcoming fixtures. We even sneaked in how on the awards ceremony one of our sponsors actually promised us that they will continue to sponsor us. And so, did we actually get off air, quickly make a phone call and bring him down? Mr. Fokruhawk from Tower Hamlets Homes, welcome.
Thank you.
Very good to have you, and I mean, you were there in the awards ceremony night. I think I should get your take on it, and generally your take on Tower Hamlets been involved, because it's been brilliant. So, I mean, fire away. How's it been for you guys with us?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been really, really good. I was just talking just outside, saying, you know, in terms of the award ceremony, I thought it was one of the biggest, one of the best award ceremonies. We still need to address one or two issues, especially around the Bengali timing. but you know, those things happen everywhere. But no, it was a really, really enjoyable, really, really good award ceremony, and you know, the venue was packed, and I think most people walked away, you know, having a really good evening. So
it was. It must have also been pleasing that the winners of the cup that you sponsor, our League Cup, actually house the same colours of Tower Hamlets Homes.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, I mean, we in terms of the cup, and I think I announced it on the night, I think it's the third or fourth year we've been sponsoring the League Cup. I think for Tower Hamlets Homes, as a housing organisation, in terms of some of the work that we do, is much beyond housing. You know, we want to see active communities, we want to see, you know, young people in our estates, in our neighbourhoods, you know, getting into sports, staying away from trouble, and, you know, ILFL provides a platform for them to participate, and obviously you guys have been growing. You know, I think the first time you had about 3 or 4 cups, and I can see, you know, soon we're not going to be able to walk on this stage because there's going to be so many cups. So, you know, really fantastic to be with you on that journey while you guys are growing. And as I said, I announced on the night that Tower Hamlets Homes will be continuing its sponsorship for the forthcoming season.
And I think, I mean, just sort of getting our chair's perspective on that. I mean, Tower Hamlets Home, they've been a loyal sponsor, and to be honest, I mean, 70% of our teams are their residents or resident within their borough. And I mean, how have you found the relationship with Tower Hamlets?
Like Noba said, you know, they come in as a sponsor, but then soon become friends and family. So, you know, even if the sponsorship finishes, we've got a few sponsors who've sort of expired their term, but they're still on our website. They're still, you know, invited to the finals through us from me. That relationship, that link that we build, never severs, never cuts off. You know, so you know, their help is immense, is great, and just to show both Tower Hamlets and you know, the greater audience, is whatever we get from Tower Hamlets Homes goes all of it back to the teams, because there's an entry fee for that cup, and we don't charge teams. So, you know, whilst we as a league benefit, the teams also benefit on a greater level as well. So everyone's a winner, really, thanks to people like Tower Hamlets Homes.
Excellent. I think just going into that, well, again, welcome on board for the 4th year running, and I'm sure you're going to be looking forward to some of the teams that will be taking part this year. And I think I need to spend this segment really talking about the upcoming season, which is going to be intense considering the bar that was set last year. I want to take you over to the screens because I want to show you a list of all the new teams. Starting from the top, yes, you are reading Amy, AMY, one of our new teams in 2nd Division. More to come on that. Watch this space. Arsenal, for those of you that took part in our Summer League or watched our Summer League, you know that Arsenal, the community with us with their community team. Arsenal are with us for the winter season, and are we looking forward to that? Teams wearing the Emirates white and red and coming out to play with us. Look forward to that. We've got another team called Fish Island. Have no idea what they're about. We're looking forward to this. PYO, going back a few years, they've reformed and they're in with us. Walthamstow, now we only had Leytonstone from that side of London. Now it looks like we've got another team. Just like when West End joined after London Tigers did a derby there, we're looking at Leytonstone, Walthamstow being a derby. So welcome to you guys as well. Ace, as you can see there, Aldgate Club, Aldgate Club East, as they're called. They're joining us back again after a couple of years out, just to refresh themselves and strengthen their team. Welcome back, Ace. Crusaders we have there, I have no news on them. So again, I'm going to let David do that on the shows, upcoming shows. Soul Youth, welcome back. Good to have Soul Youth, a team that, one of the first teams from Tower Hamlets, I believe, or one of the first few teams that had their youth team in the Echo League. Their senior team is with us. So welcome. And last but not least, who we had in the summer, the Summer Premier League champions, Lotus FC, they join us here in our Winter League. So that is all the new teams. Nanu, Statsman, what are the stats on new teams? Do you have anything to share with us?
Absolutely not. It's one of those seasons that is going into the unknown yet again, but this season it's going in a huge way. I mean, we're talking about loads of new teams joining us, you know, some old faces that we haven't seen playing for many, many years. We don't know what they have in store. I mean, we don't know the style of play, what the management is, how they'll cope with the teams, and you know, and how they'll do well on the day is really, really difficult. And you know what? I'm really looking to capture the stats of these teams.
Brilliant, brilliant. There you guys have heard it. We don't have Opti stats, we've got Nanu, and he's the man that's going to capture us all. So keep your kicks in there. Nanu's going to count all the corners, I hope. So let's see how that goes. Anyway, let's have a look at the Premier Division. As you guys know, 20th of September, the Premier Division is restarting. In fact, all the divisions are restarting. Look up there on the table. Look at that table. That is an elite set of teams. 9 teams there, all put in alphabetical order, starting from the top. Beaumont. Then we've got Bromley, H&E, formerly known as SCTA, promoted from the First Division. Leytonstone, League Cup champions, looking to cement a better position in the league this year. London Tigers, and how ironic, they're 5th in this list and they finished 5th last year, but I don't think that's going to happen if Noor's got anything to say about it afterwards. Lotus FC, well done to these guys, winning the Premier Summer Division, giving themselves the right to be in our Premier Division in the winter. Reach Out FC, second behind SCTA, but winners of the Challenge Cup, again a very strong team. Defending champions, Stepney FC, 7-time winners, can they make it 8 times this year? And at the very bottom there, West End FC, only bottom because of alphabets, otherwise they are the runners up from last year. Again, can they take that one place better? Guess what? We've even got the fixtures for you. For those that haven't seen the fixtures, actually I'm going to take you straight back over to the screen. Have a look at the fixtures this September the 20th. Very first game, wow, winners of the First Division versus winners of the Premier Division. Hawk and Eagle versus Stepney. The second fixture we've got there, Leytonstone versus Lotus FC, winners of the League Cup versus winners of the Premier Division. Then we've got London Tigers versus Beaumont, 2 teams that know they're going to go out to prove something this year. And then we have Reach Out, runners up to the First Division versus the runners up to the Premier Division. Whoa, I'm out of breath here. Now we can look at the First Division. Teams in the First Division, Ace, welcome back Ace there, and then we have Beaumont Youth promoted from the Second Division, Bow FC, Burdett, Crusaders, Robin Hood Tigers, runners up from the Second Division, promoted up, Seoul Youth, welcome back again, Stepney B, almost promoted, just falling behind SCTA and Reach Out last year, and last but not least, Saya, relegated from the Premier Division, but hoping to bounce straight back up there. I think before we look at the Second Division, I'm knackered from mentioning all that. Camps, help me out a bit. What are we looking forward to this year?
I think obviously we know the Premiership is going to be immense. There are some big names there. And I think Nurubai was speaking to me earlier, and he said he thinks there'll be a new name on the cup this year for the Premiership. And you know, I would have to concur with him because you know teams like Reach Out, Lotus, they're very experienced. They're 11-side footballers, proper winter teams. You know, none of your summer league teams that just want to play in the sunshine. So. And obviously, you know, someone like Stepney, who's been there and done it year in, year out, they will be there amongst everybody else. London Tigers, a big team. Beaumont, Bromley will want to show their experience as well. So I think this year, I know I keep saying this every year, but truly this year is probably the hardest of any year that the Premiership has come about. And, you know, there's 5 of us here. I don't think any of us can call a winner after that.
Well, I don't
That's
think
how hard it is.
I mean, I was going to ask Nurul, if you was to take London Tigers out of the equation, give me your take on that.
As I said during the break to Camrose and to Rashid as well, is this year, I don't know why, I don't have Tigers through and through, but I can see a new name on the cup this year. Okay? And I could also see some of the so-called big boys, Beaumont, Bromley, ourselves and Stepney, one of us 4 teams is going to be struggling for relegation.
I've got to run through the fixtures and the other division that I've left out. We've not got much time, so I'm going to quickly go back over to the screen. So the First Division, I mentioned all the teams there. This is how your fixtures are for the 20th of September. Beaumont Youth, you will be facing Ace. Bow, you'll be playing Stepney. Burdett, you'll be playing Robin Hood Tigers, the team that knocked you out of the cup. Seoul Youth will be playing Saya. And if I then go over to the Second Division, this is our Second Division, and there are an awful lot of new faces mixed in with our old. We have AMY. I would call them Amy until they tell me not to. We have Arsenal. We have Fish Island, PYO, all 4 of those new teams. Then we have some of our existing guys, Redcoat, Riverside, St Catherine's, Tower Hamlets. Then we have back to a new team, Walthamstow, and last but not least, West End Reserve. And I'm going to give you guys your fixtures while I've got a few minutes to squeeze it in. Very first game there, Arsenal versus Amy, Fish Island versus Tower Hamlets, PYO versus Riverside, St Catherine's versus Redcoat, West End Reserve versus Walthamstow. Nanu, you played in the 2nd division last year.
I have.
Give us your take on it.
It's difficult to say. I have to say, you should ask me this question sometimes in January, because with all these new faces there, you can't really predict what's going to happen. You know, with all these new teams, it's changed completely. The landscape is different. You cannot, the existing teams cannot come in with the same strategies and tactics. It has to all change. And we're talking about 10 teams in the almost in all divisions, you know. And we're talking about a very long and difficult season for the teams coming up.
I certainly will be. I've got like a minute and a half, and I think I should probably finish up with our League Cup sponsors. I mean, in our Premier Division, you've heard the teams I mentioned. I mean, how many of them are Tower Hamlets based? Beaumont, Bromley, Stepney. Can you put your finger in it if you was to just take your sponsor hat off and your locality?
I'm not sure if you know, but I'm a Stepney lad.
I had no idea.
You know, so,
rhetorical.
You know, my bet's on Stepney, but no. I mean, it's refreshing to see you know, some of the teams and some of the brilliant players that all the teams have got, and I think, you know, I agree. I think it's going to be a really, really tough season this year.
Fakrul, thanks for coming on. I have absolutely no time left, so thank you for coming on. You guys have heard it. He's vying on Stepney with no bias in it at all.
No, of course not.
Manu, as always, thank you. We look forward to your stats. Nurul, you and I can go on all night. I know we can, but London Tigers, one more week to go before they start off. So again, Nurul, thanks for coming down. Cam's chairman, thank you for this year, and I think thank you from everyone. There's too many thank yous to do because we've got a whole year's worth of thank you, but I'm just going to narrow it down to you guys. Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for taking part. We so look forward to this coming season. Hope you'll be with us. We're still here every Mondays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on NTV, channel 838. Look forward to seeing you again next week. Until then, all the best.